Good morning, dear kids. I'm taking you exercise 4.3, question number 6. And it says, if the work done by a body on application of a constant force is directly proportional to the distance traveled by the body. So, can we say that the work done and the distance traveled, can I keep distance traveled to be x and work done to be y? So it is said that the work done is directly proportional to the distance traveled. So can I say work done, that is y is directly proportional to x? We write this as a proportionality symbol. Okay. And to remove this proportionality symbol, we use is equal to k x. So wherever you have proportionality symbol, you can use is equal to k, that is a constant term. Further it says, so this is your equation. Further it says, expresses it in the form of equation in two variables and draw the graph of same by taking the constant force as 5 unit. Now k is a constant force. My dear kids, value of k is given. K is a constant force and it is given as 5 units. So k value is 5. So here it becomes y is equal to 5x. So this is your equation. You have to make a table on this. So if you are keeping x as 1, y will be 5. If you are keeping x as 2, y will be 10. If you are keeping x as 3, y will be 15. And you have to plot this onto your graph. So for this, if you make a graph, it will go something like this. I have 1 and 5. So this is your 1 and this is your 5. So your first point is here. Next is 2 and 10. So this is your 2 and 10 will come above somewhere. So your second point is here. And third is 3 and 15. So it will go somewhere above. So it will come something like this. So you have to project this thing onto your graph. Further it says, also read from the graph work done when the distance traveled by a body is 2 units and 0 units. तो आपको बताना है कि distance जब travel हो रहा था, what is your distance traveled, you have kept it as x. So when x is 2 units, what will be your y? So y is 10 units. And then if x is 0, if there is no distance traveled, so there will be no force, so even y will be 0. So in both the cases you have to write that from the graph we have noticed, from the graph we have seen if x is 2, y is 10, and if x is 0, y will also be 0. So if distance traveled is 2, the work done will be 10 units. And if the distance traveled is 0, the work done will also be 0. Clear? Next, I'll jump on to question number 7. And it says, Yamini and Fatima, two students of class 9 of a school, together contribute rupees 100. So we do not know what Yamini's contribution is. So I'll write Yamini as x and Fatima's contribution as y. But together we know that x plus y together there is 100 rupees as contribution. Write a linear equation to satisfy this data and draw the graph. So on this data you have to draw the graph. So you can take x as a subject, so it will be 100 minus y. Make a table of x and y. Minimum 3 coordinates, 3 points you have to take and you have to project them onto the graph. Clear? Next we have problem number 8, which says in countries like USA and Canada, temperature is measured in Fahrenheit, whereas in countries like India it is measured in Celsius. Here is a linear equation that converts Fahrenheit to Celsius, that is F is equal to 9 upon 5 into C plus 32. Draw the graph of this linear equation above using Celsius as x-axis and Fahrenheit as y-axis. So this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, and this is here Celsius, and here will be your Fahrenheit. If the temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? So you have to put 30 degree. If your temperature is given as 30 degree, what will be your Fahrenheit? First you have given something else. Okay. So first you have to project your graph. As I said you, if you are taking F as your subject, 9 upon 5, you first take your coordinate 0 plus 32. So if you have taken C as 0, x-axis is your Celsius and y-axis is your Fahrenheit. So this is your y-axis, this is your x-axis. So if you are keeping x as 0, you will get y as 32. If you are keeping x as minus 40, y will be minus 40. If you are keeping x as 10, y will be 50. So these are the random points I have taken. You can project this onto your graph. And then it is said, given that the temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, you have to find the Fahrenheit. Into your formula, you have to put degree Celsius as 30. So that will be 9 upon 5 into 30 plus 32. From there you will get, my dear kids, Fahrenheit as 86. So when your degree Celsius is 30 degree, you will get Fahrenheit as 86 degree Fahrenheit. Next is, third it is, temperature is given as 95 degree Fahrenheit and 95 degrees Celsius. So 95 degree Fahrenheit, and you have to find Celsius. So in that case also the formula will be same, that is 9 upon 5 C plus 32, but here you have to put 95 and 9 upon 5 into C plus 32. From this you have to get the value of C, and that will be 35 degree. Further it says that you have to take degree Celsius as 0. So in that case again formula will be same, and you have to put degree Celsius as 0. So what will be your answer in Fahrenheit? It will be 32 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, my dear kids, like this you have to do. And if your Fahrenheit is 0, then you have to put 0 here, and you have to find your C degree, that is Celsius degree here. Your fifth in this is, let me read out the question for you. Your fifth is there a temperature which is numerically the same in both Fahrenheit and Celsius? So ऐसा कोई टेम्परेचर है क्या जिसमें फ़ारेनहाइट एंड सेल्सियस दोनों सेम हो? तो ये अजम्पशन से हम लोग जाएंगे, लेट फ़ारेनहाइट इज इक्वल टू सेल्सियस. So my formula is this. So instead of C, I will write F because I have assumed that F is equal to C. I have taken F common. I I'm taking LCM. So my answer in Fahrenheit is 40 degrees. So yes, there is minus 40 degrees. So yes, there is a temperature which is minus 40 degrees Celsius where both Fahrenheit and Celsius are equal. Clear? So like this you have to assume and solve it. Okay dear kids, I'll stop it here. God bless.